Did you know that in 2015, 415 million people worldwide were diagnosed with diabetes? And in Singapore, 1 in 3 people aged 65 and above suffer from diabetes. Individuals suffer from diabetes when their bodies cannot make proper use of glucose as fuel for the body, so it builds up in the blood. Majority of diabetic patients suffer from type 2 diabetes, so the focus of this video will be on type 2 diabetes. The top reason for type 2 diabetes, as you may already know, is obesity. Most obese people have excess body fat, which is also known as visceral adipose tissue. Well, I've got to say, it can look cute on cartoons, but excess belly fat is dangerous. Before we talk about how obesity is linked with diabetes, let me talk about the two different fats present in the body, namely subcutaneous and visceral adipose tissue. Firstly, the location of the subcutaneous adipose tissue is at the innermost layer of the skin, whereas the visceral adipose tissue is underneath the subcutaneous layer in the abdominal region. The subcutaneous tissue acts as an insulator and regulates body temperature. It cushions the body and protects our organs, and acts as an energy reserve. On the other hand, visceral fat, which is underneath the subcutaneous layer, is stored around internal organs in the abdominal region. If you have a protruding belly and a large waist, it's a clear sign you're storing dangerous visceral fat. Visceral fat is considered toxic as it can interfere with cellular pathways of the body. Particularly, adiponectin in fats promote fatty acid oxidation and glucose utilization, resulting in increased insulin sensitivity. But increase in fats does not increase adiponectin levels. In contrast, adiponectin will be inhibited, which leads to insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes. So you may ask, what does adiponectin do? Adiponectin binds to a receptor called ADIPOR1 in the cell membrane, which allows APPL1 to also bind to ADIPOR1 from the intracellular matrix. This stimulates the AKT pathway, which allows GLUT4 translocation to occur. GLUT4 is a protein that moves to the cell membrane to allow uptake of extracellular glucose into the cell. Therefore, excess visceral fats causes inhibition of adiponectin, which decreases glucose uptake by the cell. This will ultimately lead to diabetes. Now, how do we reduce visceral fat? Simple. Just have a healthy diet, adequate sleep, and most importantly, exercise to keep the fats away. All these will lead to a healthier, happier you and will reduce the risk of diabetes. Thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoyed the video.